Hi everyone, it's Kerry from Lone Life Designs. I thought I'd pop on today and do another pick a card reading for you. So today we're going to do a little bit different. I'm going to connect in with your spirit guides. And they're going to come forwards to help you to choose which pile it is that you are going to look at today. And we're going to talk about what you need to do less of, what you need to do more of, and what the outcome of that will be. So we have pile 1. I also put timestamps below so you can go straight to your pile. You don't have to watch me talk about all the other people's piles. This is a timeless reading as well, so whenever you come across this reading, it's absolutely the perfect time for you to be receiving these messages from your guides. I do more in-depth readings over on my website, which I will pop in the description below. So if you'd like more in-depth reading or just to ask me a few questions, please pop along over there and send me an email or just get in touch, let me know. Okay, so pile 1 is the citrine pile. Completely lost what that was called. Pile 2 is the green aventurine pile, and pile number 3 is the angelite pile. Okie doke, right. So let's get on with the readings. Okay, pile number 1. Right, what you need to do less of. Okay, so what I'm getting with this card is that you need to let people in. This woman here, she's really successful. She's really happy. She has all this abundance. Look at all the grapes around her. That's a real sign in tarot that, wealth and abundance and happiness. She's got lots and lots of green leaves. She's got her house here behind her. She's got all these pentacles. She's lovely. She's having the best time. But what I'm also getting is that she's by herself. So what you need to do less of is shut yourself off. You need to open yourself up a little bit more, is what I feel that your guides are saying. Join clubs or activities, or try to be a little bit more sociable. Your guides seem to be saying with this one that you just need to have more fun and mix with people more. I think you've been working really hard, which is great because it's been really successful, and I think you're feeling quite confident about everything that you've managed to achieve. So now is the personal side. You need to be as confident and as happy in the personal side. Okay, so do more moving forwards. Okay, so possibly tricky at this time, depending where in the world you are, but this card can indicate travel. Now in the UK, we are allowed to travel freely around the UK. I'm not sure, they seem to change their minds all the time about going abroad, so I'm not quite sure about that one. But travel, even if it's only for a day, choose somewhere that you've never been before. I was talking to a friend last night, for example, and she was saying about this amazing place. It's only about an hour and a half from me, and I was like, I've never been. So, think about those times where you've just thought, gosh, I've never been there, and everybody says how beautiful it is or how wonderful it is for whatever reason, whether it's a restaurant, whether it's just being outside in nature. But I'm really getting the feeling here that your guides want you to travel more. So, and it may even be travelling to see friends. Maybe it's friends that you haven't seen for a little while, combining the two cards. Maybe it's sort of spending so much time on your own now that lockdowns have lifted a little bit. Maybe it's time to travel to see some friends or family. Okay, and the outcome of you doing this is that you will get a new perspective. So, as I said, you're really successful in your career and in your job and everything. I feel that you're really successful in that, and I feel that with this travelling, it will broaden your horizons, it will broaden your mind, it will allow you to meet new people and not be a solitary person on your own, to open yourself up a little bit, to accept certain things into your life, and seeing the world from a different perspective. So maybe you're comfortable being this person. Maybe you're perfectly happy with your work and, you know, ploughing all your time into that and really being a success at it. And this might be a bit daunting and a bit scary, but it's going to lead you to be thinking of things in a different way. And I really get that it's the people that you're going to meet on this journey, whatever it may be. Like I said, it might be an afternoon somewhere. You know, it might be an afternoon on the beach. It might be a whole day somewhere, or it could be a few days or a week, or, you know, whatever it is, it'll be different for everybody. But whatever it is, it's going to lead you to this new perspective, seeing the world in a different way. So that is what your guides are saying for you to, that is the message, that your guides are giving you today. Okay, so group number 2, the green aventurine pile. Let me just check you're in. Yes, you are. Okay, so you need to do less of the Queen of Wands. You need to be less of a go-getter, less fiery, less focused on the future. You see how she's looking towards the future? She's looking this way. I feel like your guides are saying to you, you need to focus on the present. People who constantly live in the future are usually quite anxious because they're trying to get somewhere. They're thinking of all the things that can possibly happen to stop them from achieving whatever it is that they want to achieve. I mean, it's good to plan. I'm a real planner. It's good to plan for things, but don't fixate on that. You know, don't be so determined that is what is going to happen, that you're not open to anything else, because messages are coming through to us all the time. So it's important that we're a bit more flexible and that we're living in the moment. So what to do more of? That's really funny because they're both women, they're both sitting down. She's looking to the future and she is looking forward. So she is in the present. So I don't choose these cards purposely so they go together or anything, which is why I laughed because I was surprised. So yeah, be in the moment. Really feel what you're feeling in this moment. If you're worrying about something that might happen in the future, bring it back to what you can see, what can you hear, what can you taste, what can you smell, what can you touch. Have I done feel? Anyway, you know what I mean. I'm really getting with the water here that it's something to do with emotions. So really sit with the emotion that you are feeling. If you're feeling a bit crappy, if you're feeling upset about something, that is absolutely fine. And you need to recognise that, and you need to acknowledge that, and you need to sit with that emotion. Because if you try and bury it, it hasn't gone anywhere. You've just covered it up with either food or drinking or going out and taking your mind off it. Although that's probably what you really want to do, is not feel those feelings. That's the worst thing you can do. Because by feeling the feelings, I'm a massive advocate for journaling. If you journal about your feelings, so much comes out and it's released. As soon as it's out on that paper, it's gone from inside you. And if you want to, you can either keep it in your journal, you can reread it if you want, or you can burn it, you can screw it up and throw it away, you can do whatever you want with it. And that's like a real I love doing stuff like that because it's like a real symbol of, that is gone from me. I have set fire to that. That has disappeared. That is not in the world anymore. It's not in my world anymore. So, you know, with this card as well, there's lots of new growth happening here. There's lots and lots of abundance. You know, the yellow is very, very positive. All the trees, all the green, all the corn here that's all growing. She's really relaxed. She's very uptight. You know, see how straight she's sitting and she's clenching hold of this flower and this wand. I feel that she's really, uptight. Whereas she's so much more relaxed, isn't she? She's so much more chilled out because she's living in the moment. And the outcome of you living in the moment is that you're going to be able to deal with the past. So instead of ignoring whatever it is that's happened to you in the past and only looking to the future and fixating on it and being obsessive about it, if you live in the moment, you will deal with the past emotions. You know, you will be able to deal with whatever it is that has previously happened to you. And with the journaling and acknowledging the emotions that maybe the past is bringing up for you, you'll be able to fight them. I mean, look, he's a knight. You know, he's running into battle. So I really feel, group 2, that you have some emotions from the past that you've not dealt with, that you've buried, that you've ignored, that you may think you've even worked through them, but you haven't. You definitely haven't. There's so much emotion in this card with all this waterfall here. She looks so uptight. And then to have the knight as well, who's running backwards into his past. But he's going to be really successful. He's up for this battle. He's not going to let it, whatever happened in the past, win. You know, he's going to beat this. I've also just noticed lots of butterflies here. That is transformation. So again, confront what happened to you in the past, because it will mean that you're going to be able to be free of it, and you will, you know, it might take a lot of work. I'm not going to say it's easy. You know, I've done a lot of shadow work on myself, and I'm nowhere near the end of doing it. And I know it's not an easy thing to do at all, and you've got to dedicate time to it, and you've got to revisit really painful things, you know, really horrible things that you don't really want to think about. But ultimately, that's the only way to heal. So if you do need some help with any of this, if any of this is ringing true for you, please do either pop a comment down below, message me on my website or any of my social medias, and we can talk and we can see if I can help you get a little bit deeper with that. Okay, thank you, group 2. Group number 3. What do your guides want you to know right now, group number 3? Okay, so do less of justice. Okay, sorry, that's not quite in shot. There we go. So this card is saying, don't try so hard to balance everything out. Okay, sometimes things are going to go your way, sometimes things are not. Weirdly, I get the sense that this is about somebody else, somebody close to you, maybe a child, or maybe someone that you feel responsible for in some way. So something has happened in their life, and I don't think either it's not fair or they don't think it's fair, but it's not up to you to control this. You are the person that they turn to for support, and support is very different from sort of taking over and dealing with it. I really feel like whatever it is that's happened is that you need to be there to support them, you know, be the listening ear, be the person who maybe even gives them, I don't know, like websites to look on, you know, for people dealing with certain issues or whatever it is. But don't feel that you have to bear the burden of resolving this issue for them, because I feel that is what you feel. I feel that you're thinking you have to sort this out for them, and actually the person going through this needs to sort it out. I hope that makes some sense. I don't know where all that sort of came from. Okay, so what you need to do more of, yeah, that's amazing. Okay, so be more compassionate. Show this person that you are the Queen of Cups. You are there emotionally for them. You will support them emotionally. You know, there's this big body of water here, which is all very due to very emotional things. We have the cherubs here, which again has reminded me of children. So I'm wondering if it's something that's happening in your child's life. But yeah, you need to show up as a very compassionate person for this person in your life. You need to show them that they're never alone. They always have you to turn to. However bad it gets, however upset they are, they can always count on you to be there for them and to help them as best you can. But ultimately, you do need to step back from the physical side of helping them and just be there. I think either your gift is more around the emotional support, or they need from you emotional support. Okay, an outcome. Yeah, see, it's another child again. So the Page of Wands, this is somebody who is really pulling themselves together, really getting their act together. They're really focused. Look at his gaze on the top of that wand. he is focused on the future. He's focused on things getting better. I'm saying he because to me the page always looks like a he. It doesn't have to be a male, as you know, this doesn't have to be a female. So yes, the Page of Wands, very, very focused, very fiery. So I'm wondering whether some of the emotional side that you're going to help them with is to sort of calm them a little bit. You know, if maybe they've got themselves into trouble with anger issues or something. But I really feel like this is calming. You know, everything in this image here is calm. It's very concentrated on the solar plexus. So it's all about feeling safe and feeling valued, and almost maybe one of your jobs as the Queen of Cups is to steer this person into something they're passionate about. You know, taking their kind of lack of direction and steering it into something that you can see that they're going to be very good at, or that they're naturally talented at. I really feel like by doing this, you know, by showing them that you're here for them emotionally, it will help them to focus and to really sort of tune in to what it is that they can be doing to make themselves have a happier life. You know, it's all about being happy life. And the way to do that is to focus on what makes you happy. So I really feel that with this reading, group 3, that you are definitely in somebody's life, and I do think it's a child, or at least maybe not a child as in like your child, but I feel like it's maybe a young adult, probably below 18, I'd say. Definitely below 20. So yeah, I'm really getting that you really need to hammer it home to them that you are 100% there for them emotionally. You may not be able to help them with something that's happened. You know, there may not be any way out of that. You know, maybe they have a fine to pay. Maybe, you know, I feel like maybe they've got themselves into a little bit of trouble. But justice, you know, I feel like something is set in motion already to kind of deal with that. And what you need to be there to do is to really support them emotionally, because that is where you are gifted, and that is where you can step in and really show this young person how valuable they are. And I honestly do see, you know, your guides are saying, if you do that, this young person will become a focused person. They will focus on happiness. They will focus on what brings them joy, what brings them excitement, what brings in their passions. And I think, you know, it kind of feels like they are going to be changed by this experience. So you're doing an awesome job, whatever it is that's going on. Yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed the reading, group 3. Thanks ever so much, everybody, for listening and watching. And yeah, do feel free to contact me through my social media, through my website, on here. And yeah, I will speak to you very soon. Lots of love. Bye.